Well, my name is Kasia Meerman. I'm a sales manager for the international sales at TellUs Leads Inc. And we run approximately 300 different lead generation products worldwide across 60 different countries. Obviously in some countries with various degrees of success, in other countries a little bit less. We have two offices. We're based out of Rotterdam, the Netherlands, so core of Europe if you want, and out of Los Angeles, California. We run three different segments. The home improvement segment, which is very, very large. I mean, it can be as small as you want, from painting companies to much bigger, to bigger contractors that will actually remodel and rebuild your entire house. Then you have the business consumer services, professional services. So that's everything with finance, security, lawyers, taxation offices, whatever that goes with. And the moving and shipping industry, which is, every country has shipping and moving needs. I mean, obviously some countries less. All you need is a little truck and a family member and you're moved, that's it. But obviously more sophisticated, more Western worlds, they will have a more significant need for the moving lead generation service. Yeah. Our customers can be they're so broad. It could be a small mom and pop shop where, it's a small painter. So he's going to be doing his accounting. His wife might pick up the phone for prospective customers, and during the day he's out, he's painting a house, and at night he thinks about his business and how much more money he can generate and how he can generate that. And we provide a solution for such a small business because we present them with leads from prospects around his neighborhood that are looking for his services. So that's one aspect. On the other hand, we also work with multinationals. I mean, companies that need a source of generating their own leads, and we can provide the solution because we are experts in that. That's our core business. And they would have to hire a whole department of SEO, of Google these days. It's a very sophisticated way of playing with AdWords, so not everybody can do it. You need a whole team of doing it, and we can provide a business solution for a company. And we also make custom-tailored business solutions for larger corporations, but also for small businesses. If it fits and if it's easy to implement, we can build anything. We can build a specific website for a specific business within a couple of days and start generating leads within a couple of weeks. Well, you see, the US, as I mentioned on the panel, is a very sophisticated market. There's a lot of businesses affiliated to the lead generation, to the core product, which is just a lead, which is an interested consumer. What we notice is in Europe or in Asia or in Australia, that business is a little bit more segmented. So people are more specialized. They will be very, very good at something very specific, but they will not necessarily be able to bring that to the next step by using a partnership or another company to upsell a lead, to add value to a lead. That is still in the works. It's progressing slowly, but it's not at the level of the US. Now that said, we do see that, for instance, in the Netherlands, you will see more parallel businesses, and they're grouping together. We're seeing lead generators advertise on television. We're seeing lead generators advertise in print media as well. And that's developing. So instead of being just a very specific lead generation business, you're starting to diversify in how you're generating that lead, but also who you're selling that lead to. And in emerging markets, we see differences with the UK. UK is definitely, it is a little bit the little brother of the US, so it's following in its steps. Germany is very specific. Relationship and respect and trust are very, very important. But if you get that, businesses are really, really happy to work with you as long as you provide them with added value. So there's a lot of opportunity in Germany. The surprising elements are actually Italy and Spain. When we first started with Italy and Spain, they were always a little bit behind. Their internet usage is not as for instance, as popular. But relationship building is, and once they trust you, but it's the same thing with consumers that come on your websites, once they trust you, they're really quite faithful users. And that's normal because in those cultures, good experience, family, relationships are very, very strong. And if you can establish that through your website or through your lead program, then you'll have a very satisfied customer. But I would definitely say UK, Germany, and the more exotic markets, very interesting, yeah. We'll see both segments of that. You really see it. Some companies can't. We give out tips and coaching sessions for our customers. It's all by phone and online, but we have to help them out. Our customers do have a hard time converting. You have to understand, some of their specialties, they have nothing to do with sales, and all of a sudden they have to sell. They have to provide information to a prospect. They have to follow up on that information. They have to nurture the interest of that prospect and actually, get the deal. And that life cycle can sometimes be 2 to 3 days, but in some businesses it can be up to 2 to 3 months, if not longer. And not everybody has that capability. But for that segment, we try and develop some coaching techniques and other little tips and tricks. But we also work with a segment that's a lot more sophisticated. So that's your mid-sized companies, and these companies do have a sales team in place. So they actually are quite aware of what to do with a lead, but they will work that lead in-house with their salespeople. So the salespeople will get it, they will follow it up, all the traditional, markups of, how you go about with prospecting. And then our bigger customers, they have a more sophisticated way. You will see that, for instance, lead will be going into softwares. Leads might be diverted by call centers. The lead would be validated. It will really be segmented maybe into groups depending on which sales team has to work on which type of lead. So you will see that some of them will send the leads to the smaller account managers, so for sales leads of up to $1,000 in prices. And then the higher end leads will go to the higher end account managers, and you'll see a big degree of sophistication. But we cover all bases. Yeah. Every market is different. For the small businesses, our biggest competition is actually the yellow pages. We actually compete with the yellow pages, and I think a lot of lead generation companies will say that. For the bigger markets or the bigger customers, we compete with themselves. They have most of the time very sophisticated websites. They might have a very sophisticated call center that generates leads for them, a marketing department. They will use direct marketing. They will use all sorts of techniques. Print advertising. So yeah, in those cases, we really do compete with the company itself. And that's very difficult for us sometimes how do you adjust yourself? How do you adjust your sales strategies to one day talking to a very small business and on the next day actually targeting, the VP of marketing and telling him how he's supposed to treat your leads. So yeah, that's the complexities of the business.